contemptuous of women. It is making women sex toys, sex slaves sometimes. That's what they're treated as.
But the women, you have to understand, it's an entertainment designed for the satisfaction of men. And now the videos are being designed for the satisfaction of couples. Romantic videos have reared their
Women
head.
are portrayed as nothing more than
Portrayed. Very good.
as a piece of meat.
But they allow themselves to be so portrayed.
That doesn't make it right.
What? No one's forcing you to look at it.
But there are people who look at it and say, well, this is probably the way men and women are supposed to be.
Not.
Oh,
There
get
are
out.
not.
Let's go to the next caller. You're on with Wally George and William Margot, pornography actor, producer, director. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, Wally, this is John from Westwood.
John?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for your call. I sure appreciate hearing from you. Let's go to the next caller. Let's go out to Orange County. You're on with Wally George and Bill Margold on KLAC. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Wally, this is Fred from Cyprus.
Yes, Fred.
Yeah, does this guy actually believe what he's saying?
Yes, I do. So where do you want to challenge me, buddy?
Okay, what I'd like to know, she said it doesn't harm the people who act in these movies.
It doesn't.
What about people like Dorothy Stratton?
Dorothy Stratton was not an X-rated performer. She didn't do hardcore acts. Dorothy Stratton got into a whole world that the X-rated industry has nothing to do with, that sanctified area of the Playboy Mansion.
Was involved in this.
She was not involved.
Her husband was heavy into this stuff.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
There's been all kinds of movies.
Of course, you believe what you see in the movies?
I believe what I hear, yes.
You do. You're another one of these easily led sheep that society is proliferated with.
Oh, yes, easily led.
Easily led.
But what about the story about the actors and actresses having to use drugs to get through scenes? Because they don't want to do it, but they have to use this.
Oh, you really believe all that, don't you?
Of course he believes it.
This man needs to have nightmares in his own life.
Hold on.
He needs the excitement.
Bill, it's because he's speaking the truth.
It is not the truth.
It's absolutely true. Many, many people involved in pornography, women who they did a whole thing on 60 Minutes about a year ago talking about pornography, and many girls who spoke and men who spoke off camera, hidden.
Yeah, of course.
They said that drugs were rampant in the pornography industry, and these girls said the only way that they could possibly get themselves to perform in these porno films was to get themselves high on heroin and cocaine.
It's a lie. Because the end result of it would then put a bunch of lethargic videos on the market, and we're anything but lethargic.
Hey,
we create heat. You can't create heat if the body is already cold dead.
You look at the expression on some of these girls' faces.
Yeah, you look at them. I look at them. I direct them.
And they're glazed over
certainly not.
with drugs.
Absolutely not.
John, have you got anything else to say?
No, thanks a lot, Wally, and take care of this bomb.
Okay, I will. Yeah. Okay.
Why don't you come here and take care of it?
This is Wally George on KLAC. We're talking to William Margold, porno producer and actor, and he says porno does not hurt anybody. It's a victimless crime, and I say it is not a victimless crime. It hurts a lot of people.
No one ever forced anybody to watch.
Hold on, and it should be banned from America. What do you got to say? Give us a call. Once again, here's our phone numbers in the 213 or the 818 area code. It's 520-KLAC. 520-KLAC. You can call us right now and get on with Margold and yours truly. In the 714 area code, it's 977-KLAC. 977-KLAC. Let's go out to Orange County. You're on the air with Wally George and Bill Margold. Go ahead, please. Hello, you're on the air, Orange County.
Oh, that's Orange County for you.
Orange County hung up, so we now have a line open in Orange County, 977-KLAC, 714-977-KLAC. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George and Bill Margold. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally. This is Clint from Bel Air.
Yes, Clint.
How you doing, Wally?
Pretty good.
Wally, can't believe this guy. I don't know where he comes from. I don't know what rock he crawled out from underneath, but it's pitiful to think these kind of human beings exist in our society.
You're right.
Oh, yeah. You feel sorry for me, do you?
Yeah, I really do. You're just a pitiful excuse for a human being.
Well, justify the statement. You're in Bel Air, remember.
Well, do you think that, as I do, that pornography is very harmful to many people?
Oh, I don't think there's any question, Wally. I mean, just look at the influence of these movies, and it's not just pornographic movies.
And please, obviously a call from Bel Air.
Okay, thanks for your call. Let's go to line 3. You're on with Wally George and Bill Margold on KLAC. Go ahead, please.
Okay, Wally, this is Bob from Torrance.
Yes, Bob.
I have a question for Bill Margold.
Okay, go ahead.
He had stated in the beginning of the program, and said it several times, in fact, that pornography satisfies, that it's a satisfying thing.
Yes, it gets you up and off.
Well, let me ask it this way. Suppose that you are on a strict diet and extremely hungry. Your stomach was growling all the time. Do you think that watching films of people stuffing their face would satisfy your hungry stomach?
I have no idea what point you're making.
Well, the point here is, it's a big turn-on. I'll agree with that.
And it gets you...
Well, that's not your film that does it. It's something totally outside of your film that does it then.
It's mind over matter.
No, you see what the real problem is here, and I'll tell you, is the fact that it has been proven that these perverts, these rapists and molesters use pornography to go out and commit sex crimes. That's what I've been saying.
Yes, you keep on saying that, but you don't look beneath the surface of the pornography, the other contributing factors to the reason they do it.
You know, there was a program on PBS. I saw it when it was aired on Channel 28.
Not the Frontline show about Shauna Grant.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Death of a Porn Queen.
And you're going to blame pornography on killing her, aren't you?
We let him talk, for heaven's sake.
Okay, now, maybe this is an isolated case, but here is a girl who got sucked into pornography.
Sucked in?
In effect, yes.
How? Are you saying we're now a vacuum cleaner? We inhale innocent bodies off the street?
I'll tell you how.
This man has no idea what happened to Shauna Grant, no idea that she tried to commit suicide before she ever got here.
Hey, he says sucked in, and I'll say sucked in.
Oh, here we go.
Because as Jerry Kirk said, many young actresses are drugged and raped and forced to get into porno
They sound
film.
like baby seals being battered to death.
Well, listen.
How tragic.
Listen, we have to... I'll put an end to this right here, but we're going to continue this next Saturday night on my Hot Seat television show. In the meantime, Margold, you are history. That's the end of Bill Margold. We're going to come back in just a very few minutes. This is Wally George. Wally George, Great American Radio Show on KLAC. And coming up in just a few moments now, we're going to have our next guest. And our guest is going to be Rick Schooler. And we're going to be discussing the banning of all advertising for cigarettes. Now, I believe that cigarettes should not be able to be advertised on radio and television, and they're not being advertised on radio and television. But I also say cigarettes should not be able to be advertised on billboards, in newspapers, or in magazines. I say no advertising for deadly cigarettes in magazines, newspapers, or on billboards. Why should we allow the tobacco industry to suck us in and brainwash us into killing ourselves with cancer and heart conditions and so forth because of their advertising? I say no advertising of cigarettes anywhere. If you agree with me, let me hear from you, or if you agree with Rick Schooler, you can call as well. What do you think? Schooler says no way. Cigarettes should be able to be advertised everywhere, on radio and television, and in newspapers, and in magazines, and on billboards. And I say we shouldn't have advertising of cigarettes anywhere. What do you think? Give us a call right now. You can join the debate in the 213 or the 818 area code. It's 520-KLAC, 520-KLAC. Call right now, 714 area code 977-KLAC, 977-KLAC. Be right back with our guest, Rick Schooler. Stay where you are.
Start with 3 swinging ways to eat. Start fresh all day, great salads from your salad base. Pick one of us. Yes, salad. Best one, garden salad. The best is chicken salad, oriental, 3 salads instrumental. And in the spot with their fresh lemonade. The good times, 3 salads that are singing with great taste. 6 dressings make the swing the pasta.
we'll give you a free 4-ounce bottle of Kraft dressing to take home. Rancher's Choice Creamy, Thousand Island, or Catalina Reduced Calories. So hurry to a participating McDonald's.
She walks a little lighter, talks a little brighter. Lovely tale belle, la lovely tale belle.
Deep in the Vosges Mountains of France lies one of the world's most famous health spas, Vital. Some say the women who come there were born beautiful. Clear, vibrant skin, bright eyes. Oh, they exercise and eat carefully. But as part of their beauty routine, they believe in Vital Grand Source to provide natural minerals, help eliminate toxins, cleanse and beautify from within. More beautiful women drink Vital Grand Source than any other mineral water. Maybe they know something you don't.
She walks a little lighter, talks a little brighter. Lovely tale belle, la lovely tale belle.
Vital Grand Source Natural Mineral Water, imported in the square blue bottle at your grocer's now.
Bank of America would like to announce an historic moment in home equity financing. We say no, and you like it.
And I like it? We'll see.
See how you like this. No appraisal fee.
I like it.
No new account fees.
I like it.
No documentation or recording fee.
Yes, I definitely like it.
And no points on adjustable rate loans.
You're right. You say no, and I like it.
With savings like this, you could get a $50,000 home equity loan or line of credit for as little as $100. And that's not all. B of A is giving away over 800 Sony Color TVs in their home equity sweepstakes.
I like it. But what's that got to do with your saying no?
No time to waste. Offer ends July 29th.
Doing the job, Bank of America. Doing the job.
An equal housing lender. No purchase necessary to enter sweepstakes. Open to residents of California 18 years or older. Some restrictions apply. Ask for details at any B of A branch.
Now, back to the Great American Radio Show with Wally George on KLAC.
Thank you, Steve LeBeau. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are at 8:50, and we're here every Monday night. We're going to talk now to Rick Schooler, and I was talking about I'm in favor of the banning of all advertising on cigarettes, and I also forgot to say I'm also in favor of the banning of all advertising for alcohol as well. We should ban alcohol advertising and cigarettes because tobacco and alcohol, let's face it, they're both killers. So why should we allow the tobacco industry, why should we allow these alcohol companies to try to brainwash all of us into killing ourselves? How do you feel about that? We're going to go to the phones in a few minutes, and you can call in with your ideas. And the 213 or the 818 area code for Los Angeles, the San Fernando Valley, it's 520-KLAC, 520-KLAC. And now, let's bring on our guest, the amazingly ludicrous Rick Schooler.
Good evening, Wally.
Well, listen, now, Rick, I don't understand why you...
wait, Wally, before we go on, I just wanted to say something about your last guest. I can't believe that you're so against pornography. I, for one, know for a fact that your first film debut was in a little ditty called Wally Does Whittier.
Oh, get out of here. You are so stupid. Now, don't try to be funny because it's a lost cause. What we're talking about now is the banning of advertising for cigarettes and alcohol. Why should, for example, tobacco companies be allowed to advertise their poison? Cigarettes are lethal, deadly. They are as addictive as cocaine and heroin, according to the Surgeon General.
They're also subsidized by the American government also.
Well,
now, any product that is legally manufactured and sold in America should have the same right to advertise as any other product. That's the bottom line right there. Freedom of press.
The bottom line is we certainly wouldn't allow any company to advertise rat poison, to have rat poison cocktails. We certainly wouldn't allow that.
Well, if anybody were to make a cocktail out of rat poison, they don't belong in America anyway.
But I'm saying is we would not allow any company to come on the air and allow people to advertise poison. Well, that's exactly what we're doing when we allow cigarette manufacturers and the makers of alcohol to come on the air and in newspapers and on billboards. We're advertising, we're brainwashing people into killing themselves. Why should we allow this?
We're not brainwashing anybody. And Wally, the more I listen to you and all the subjects you talk about, you're treating the American public like children rather than adults. That like we have to tell them what to do and what not to do. You forget this is America. We have the freedom of choice. Let the Americans see it, and if they don't buy it, then they don't have to engage in that kind of activity.
Do you know right now, Rick, that cigarettes and hard booze are banned on radio and television already?
That's very true. That's
so
very
then
true.
Why should we allow it in newspapers and in magazines and on billboards?
Well,
Why?
see, now, the question should not be, should these companies have the right to advertise? It should be, why shouldn't they have...
I'll tell you why they shouldn't have the right to. Because what they're doing is they are brainwashing the American public into killing themselves.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Wait.
You can't say
the
that.
Surgeon General has said that cigarettes do indeed cause lung cancer, do indeed cause heart disease. Thousands of people are dying every day from alcoholism.
That's very true.
Now, I'm not saying you have to ban the sale of cigarettes or ban the sale of booze, but why should they be allowed to put on a brainwashing campaign into trying to make us think it's okay to drink and it's okay to smoke? A perfect...
Well,
hold on.
No. It's the morals of that person. Moderation is the key to life. If they go overboard and become alcoholics or addicted to cigarettes, that's something within themselves.
No,
okay,
but
not everybody is addicted to alcohol.
But what I'm saying, Rick, is we are trying to brainwash people into doing these...
Any kind of advertisement is brainwashing.
Wait a minute. What I'm saying, we shouldn't allow people to advertise things that are harmful to them.
We do it every day on television and radio with all sorts of products.
What
How
products?
How about coffee? Take coffee.
Coffee can't kill you.
Coffee has been proven to cause cancer of the pancreas. But every day, little Miss Olson gets on there and her Mountain Grown and sells it like it's coming from some little European town.
No, I'm sorry. There has been no proof whatsoever.
Oh, yes, there has.
There's been no proof that coffee kills. But there has been a tremendous amount of proof that cigarettes kill and certainly alcohol kills. Now, I'm saying is, one of the main things is they say do not drink and drive, right?
Correct.
Okay, you drive down the freeway and right up there on the billboard as you're driving down the freeway is a billboard saying, have you had a refreshing beer lately? Or they show a big bottle of bourbon or scotch and saying, treat yourself. And
what's wrong with having a drink?
Because
it doesn't say have a drink and then go take a cruise in your car.
Well,
they're not saying that at all.
But they're saying it to drivers as they're driving along the freeways.
What?
The drivers look up and they see that ad.
Well, that's what billboards are all about.
Yeah, and it may give the guy the idea, and he'll pull off the road and have a drink.
Well, there's nothing wrong with one drink or even two drinks.
You see,
it's up to the individual to know when he is had enough and should not drink.
These
You want to tell the American people what to do and how to live their lives, and that reminds me of a lot of something called communism.
No way, Rick. What I'm saying is I do not want the manufacturers of booze and cigarettes to try to lure Americans into smoking and drinking. And I'll tell you why. Because what they're doing is they're trying to make it look glamorous. They're trying to make it look sexy, if you will. If you see the ads, it's always a girl and a guy sitting in front of a fireplace with a glass of booze in their hand and maybe a cigarette in the other hand.
Well, you're getting off on a whole different subject here because all products use sex. Sex sells. We all know it.
But they're trying to use this advertising to prove that it's good, it's sexy to smoke and to drink, and I say that's wrong, and all of it should be banned. And we're going to go to the phones to see how you feel about it. Right after these words, stay with us.
Hands, the working hands of Mr. Goodrich. Hands with the know-how to fix General Motors cars. Hands that are strong and sure, gentle and accurate. Hands that can almost see where trouble is and how to make it right again. Hands of skill and experience. Hands that care. The hands of Mr. Goodrich. And no one knows his GM car better. No one.
Will my ice cream dream come true? Betty Crocker, I for the rich Gold Rush ice cream candy bar with chewy caramel and nuts. I hired a skyrider to write "Marry Me, Betty Crocker" across the sky. Sent up some Gold Rush ice cream candy bars with him for inspiration. He got some. He signed his name to my message. Betty Crocker, I love you.
Hi, this is Pat Summerall for True Value Hardware, your store of first choice. Now you can travel in style with the June bargain of the month. It's a tough nylon carry-all for just $9.99. This 20.5 by 9-inch bag is 13 inches deep with 3 zippered compartments, footed bottom, and a removable shoulder strap. Get the carry-all in your choice of black, gray, or taupe for just $9.99 while supplies last as the June bargain of the month at participating True Value Hardware stores and home centers.
You know what this is? It's a pager. You know, one of those 24-hour beeper things. You'll never guess who's wearing them these days. I mean, besides your doctor. California Federal's home loan reps. Now, don't laugh. 24 hours a day, every CalFed loan rep wears a pager. This pager. I'm telling you, it's a terrific idea if you're looking for a home loan or looking for your loan rep. All right, let's say it's Saturday, 3 in the afternoon, and you want some answers about your new loan. Well, you're going to have to wait till Monday, right? No, not anymore. Just beep your CalFed loan rep. They don't mind. You see, the idea is for them to lose sleep over your loan, not you. Your job is to relax. Look, California Federal's bending over backwards to help you out. And people just don't do that these days. So if I were you, and I am, I'd call 1-800-7-CAL-FED for the nearest California Federal Loan Center. 1-800-7-CAL-FED. They're an equal opportunity lender. Can I keep this?
Opinions expressed by Wally George and his guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KLAC or its sponsors.
And here we go with the third and final hour of the Wally George Great American Radio Show on KLAC. Hang in there, gang. Wally's still revved up and raring to go. If you want to get involved in the action, call Wally right now. In the 213 and 818 area codes, it's 520-KLAC. And in the 714 area code, it's 977-KLAC. And now, here's the outrageous one himself, the one, the only, Wally George.
Thank you very much. Welcome back, everybody. Proud to be here on this great American radio station, KLAC, the home of country music, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and the Wally George Great American Radio Show, Monday nights from 7 until 10. In case you just joined us, hope you had a fantastic Memorial Day, and hope you remember what Memorial Day is all about as we honor our great fighting men who lost their lives for us, for this great country. I hope you didn't forget what this holiday is all about. We're here with my fine producer, the one, the only, Frank Pollux. He's here. Let's hear it for old Frankie out there, huh? Frank Pollux is here. And, of course, my lovely wife, Janice George, is here with us. And my guest in this hour is Rick Schooler. And he's arguing with me about the banning of advertising for cigarettes and alcohol. I'm in favor of it. I say we should not allow cigarette manufacturers or booze manufacturers to advertise on radio or television. Why? And certainly not in newspapers, on billboards, and magazines. Why should we allow them? Why should we allow them to brainwash Americans into really committing suicide? You know, hard booze and cigarettes are already banned on radio and on television. At least radio and television has some common sense. So I say they should also be banned in magazines, newspapers, and billboards. We must not allow these industries to brainwash us into killing ourselves. They're making this advertising sexy and glamorous and exciting. They're trying to entice all of us into drinking and smoking and committing suicide, if you will. I say we've got to put an end to it and ban all of that advertising. What do you think? In case you just joined us, write down our phone numbers. If the lines are busy, all of our lines are busy right now, but write them down. And if the lines are busy, just keep on trying, and eventually you'll get through. For Los Angeles, the San Fernando Valley, and the 213 or the 818 area code, it's 520-KLAC, 520-KLAC. In the 714 area code out in Orange County, dial 977-KLAC, 977-KLAC. You're on the air now with Wally George and Rick Schooler on KLAC. Who's this?
Kyle.
Yes, Kyle, go ahead.
Is this Wally?
Yes, Kyle.
Okay. Wally, I'm going to ask you something.
All right.
If you're so afraid of everybody smoking cigarettes and watching pornography and all that, why don't you move to Russia?
Oh,
We'd
yeah,
be
very
happy
good
to
idea.
send you over there.
What a stupid thing that is. What I'm trying to do is protect American health.
You're trying to tell
Okay,
Americans
you know what you guys
to
are
do.
doing? You guys are always bitching about everything that we're doing, and behind closed doors, they're doing the same thing.
Hey.
And telling us not to, like Swaggart, like Baker. You talk about drugging people and raping them. Look what Baker did to that girl. Look what Swaggart's doing. He's no pornography, no pornography. And then he's in his behind closed doors. He's out with prostitutes.
What I'm saying, hey, don't look at Jimmy Swaggart. Oh, sure, he has to hang up on me now. He hasn't got the guts to hear what I have to say back to. Okay, hey, pal, Kyle, you didn't have the guts to listen to me talk back to you, so I'll talk back to you right now. What I'm saying is this. I'm not trying to be Mr. Morality. I'm trying to say what is... I don't make the laws in this country, but I certainly want to recommend what laws should be made. I'm saying pornography is wrong in the United States of America. Children get a hold of it, and that's why I'm against that. And it is degrading to women. It is filthy and perverted, and certainly should not be allowed. And as far as the advertising of booze and cigarettes, what I'm saying is, why should these manufacturers of hard booze and tobacco be allowed to try to make it look like it's great for us to smoke and drink? Well, it makes as much sense as for us to allow someone to advertise poison. And that's exactly what they are doing. They're advertising poison and saying it's okay for us to take it. We shouldn't allow them to do that. Now, if they want to do it on their own, let them go out and kill themselves. Let them get lung cancer. Let them get a cirrhosis of the liver by drinking too much. But damn it, we shouldn't allow the manufacturers to brainwash them by allowing them to advertise their disgusting poison.
Wally, now you're saying you don't want these people to advertise. You're saying these substances are so bad. Why don't they ban these substances? Why don't they get rid of tobacco and alcohol altogether?
They should.
Do you think that'll ever happen?
It
will never happen. And as long as the government is going to allow them to manufacture this stuff, then they have to allow them to advertise.
No, they don't. Who says they have to allow them to advertise?
The Constitution of the United States.
But when the Surgeon General comes out in a national press conference and... Well, hold on.
Does that ever make any difference?
I'm talking now. Your microphone is off. Now, here's what I'm saying. When the Surgeon General of the United States of America comes out and states that cigarette smoking does indeed cause lung cancer, does indeed cause heart disease, does indeed cause birth defects in pregnant women, I say, why in the world should we allow these cigarette companies to try to induce us to smoke and kill ourselves?